watching. So, Grumpy Ethelyn, who is watching Lithy 2017, and Ospeth, thank you for joining us. And yeah, do spread the word. You know, we do like to see have new guests or new viewers watching all the time. Thank you for joining us. And if you're watching us on Facebook, you can join in the conversation on our local chat.
Just notice, I'm looking through Matt's list.
Yeah.
He must have been in conversation with Toby here, because he's got Suntir Fel, Valen Rudor, and in this round the Inquisitor.
Then adds
Next
Baron.
round he adds the Baron of the Empire.
He it is a very evadey and boosty list. This is
and it's interesting round 3 because the swarm tax is going to be put on the Inquisitor.
Nice.
And targeting computer on Suntir Fel.
Yeah.
It's a very different kind of style of Suntir as well. It's not like auto thrusters.
That's why I like seeing Garner, because Garner brings something unusual. He's a master of attack wing.
I was going to say this is a different kind of wing, isn't it, really?
Yes, but it's still the same concept, really. I mean, attack wing is still very different from X-wing. As someone who plays attack wing, personally, you've dabbled.
Dabbled. I can see, but I haven't played it in its new sort of 2.0.
Thank you.
This morning.
Oh yeah, there we go. You didn't mark it, but thank you. Cool. Well, I can pull that up. 90 points.
And there's Mr. Bedept as well in there, because he didn't say it was...
There we go. Ahsoka. We've got Rebels versus Imperials.
This is the 150 point list, though.
Oh, dear. Well, let's pull that up. Oh, dear. He might have actually saved... Yeah.
No. I might have...
Yeah, okay. Maybe... Oh, this is 120 points. This is marked as 90 points, but it's not. It's... okay. I'm going to have to go and get clarification from about what it is. Would you mind going forth and say that his list is saved all as his 120 50-point version? Can he tell us what's in? Well, actually, we should be able to see what's in, personally, from the overlay, or from the camera. We'll have to piece it together and see what we can find out, but I'm sure we can reverse engineer it and find out what he's running.
He's definitely running Poe, because that's the Lego Poe.
Well, there you go. I like that Lego Poe card.
It looks like he's got everything there.
All right. Well, we'll soon find out.
And it looks like my hunch here is you've got one of the Kashyyyk defenders?
Seems like it. I mean, yeah, I think that's a Kashyyyk defender there. We'll soon see. We'll see the ones on the board, because that's the key. It looks like it's the one with the Wookiee commandos on board. So it's one of the one of the
Kashyyks.
Yeah. So why don't you go through the 150 point, just in the off chance that we see something?
Yeah. So the 150 points has Ahsoka Tano with veteran instincts and the captured tie.
Close that door because it's freezing in here.
It is. You notice I'm still wearing my jacket. Poe Dameron it's the PS9 version with the Black 1, BB-8s, prime thrusters, intensity, and auto thrusters.
And despite appearances, that radiator is not on because it will not reach that plug. So,
Miranda Doney with TLT, C-3PO, and vector thrusters, and then 2 Kashyyyk defenders with the Wookiee commandos.
Yeah, we do have an extension cord, but I've not tested the amp pitch on it, so don't want to risk it right now. Right, so it is Matt Garner.
Yep.
And I can't wait for regionals, man.
It's Ahsoka Tano, Poe, and one of the Kashyyyk defenders.
Great. I like seeing Ahsoka. One of my favourite characters in the series so far.
Well, we can sort of fill in there a little bit here, because we've started off playing it in an RPG session, haven't we, together?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've been running RPGs for a long time, but this is your kind of first kind of long term.
My first full on exposure to it, really.
Yeah.
And when
by the way, if you've not played the Star Wars RPG game, Age of the Empire, Age of Rebellion, or Force and Destiny, find your local game store.
And there's also the Force Awakens now as well.
And the Force Awakens beginner game set. Yeah, go to your local game store, pick up a beginner box, or even just find a GM. It's a great game. Even if you only have one game, you realise, you know what, it's not for me. At least you know it's not for you.
But yeah, no. When I went to Elliot for character creation, I've sort of been dealing in a little bit of the lore the last sort of few weeks, and the character I created is a
Tok'rutan.
Thank you. I should know that because of how many times I've tried to say it. Which is Ahsoka's race, and partly when I was building it, I had a thought of a character that looked like Ahsoka but had the background of Ezra, so that kind of like mischievous kind of one, which is, you know, we'll have to see how it develops. We've only had one session so far, but yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. So.
Isn't it nice that Suntir fell on the board after so long?
I'll tell you what, I was talking to Toby the other day, and he's like, Well, with the new
The silencer. Here we go.
effectively
Here we go
new
again.
aggressor coming out, it's like, well, this is now more putting those nails in the coffin for the Interceptor being dead.
I mean, it is nice.
I did say to Toby in my response of, I've only just recently bought the Imperial Aces, which is both,
Now, I'm just going to interject here. I'm not naive. The game will never be 100% balanced. It's impossible to maintain a game in a living game like this, maintain 100% balance across all the factions.
Now, this is also where me and Elliot had me and Toby had a kind of like agree and disagree, because he was saying like, it gets to that point at the moment where it seems like the only way you win
It's by playing Scum.
by playing the new stuff.
That I can agree with.
Because of Chris Neal. Basically, he played all ships from like wave 1, 2, or 3, wasn't it? He played the trench run.
Yeah.
So very early wave stuff. It's not like fairly new, but it proves that the old stuff is still usable. It's not like it's.
Yeah, but the thing is, there is a case that there's a case you made that FFG do make the new stuff a bit more viable and powerful, because if they don't, it's like, well, why should I buy this? And that's an issue. That is an issue. Power creep is a thing. I don't think it's as steep as it is as people think it is in X-Wing, but it is still there because there's natural creep. It always is, because especially since as the game evolves, they push boundaries on what they can do. Like they add more tokens, they add more mechanics, they add more elements to the game. I mean, if they made 2.0, do you think more ships have the reload action? Like the Y-Wing, for example?
I think.
Just putting out them.
Yeah, no, because you have the reload action, you could then make it more of a torpedo or bombing kind of way, which would make a whole different kind of kind of point.
Like I said, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, this is how. Yeah.
I think if they brought a new 2.0 out, and they gave some things a new way of playing it, so maybe having the same ships, but having them pointed slightly differently, or extra little bits and pieces, like maybe in
Astro deployment. So we have, I believe, Matt Garner with the initiative.
Yeah.
At the
I
final.
think so.
Oh no! It's I think it's
No. I don't think they've been placed. I think there's only been those 3 so far.
All right, so that means it is Garner with the initiative. Yeah, he's checking the asteroid deployment there. And there's Sage. Very tight formation.
No, Sage has the initiative.
Yeah.
Because he's now marking away from that one.
Yeah, so it is Sage with the initiative. All right, then.
They're very clustered as well, I've noticed.
They are very clustered, but there's no large ships in play, so it's kind of expected. We have, of course, got a Rebel TIE Fighter in play. It's not Sabine's Masterpiece, but it is Ahsoka with Veteran Instincts.
Yep. I must admit, I do love Ahsoka.
I like that she's in the game. I just wish she was on a different ship, if I'm honest. I mean, I don't mind that there's a TIE Fighter on the Rebel side, because they're all unique pilots, but yeah.
Well, after this game, you might hear another reference of Ahsoka in this said list thing I was going through with you when we talked through the new stuff coming out.
But no, there is an argument made that the new stuff is very viable, and even the silencer. There's talk of that thing being an absolute beast, and
especially with the whole, like, say, Kylo Ren. His ability is when he's defended, he can now put that condition on.
Yeah,
when he's hit by an attack.
Yeah.
So you've got to aim to miss, or.
No, you've got to aim to kill him in as few shots as possible. Or, you need to make sure that all your ships are the same PS so you can choose which one gets it. Because ideally, you want to give him the least optimal one to reduce down to 0. So then it's like, well, I want to reduce you to 0, but unfortunately...
Yeah, but which one would you do? Say, for example, if you had PS9 Poe, VI Ahsoka, and say a VI 9 Num.
Yeah.
Which one would you choose there? I'd say probably 9 Num.
Or what you do unfortunately risk not being shot at, or being shot at by him and not doing damage. Damage other things and have your lowest pilot skill shoot at him and hope he's doing something. Assuming that you actually catch him in arc. Which is unlikely.
The way around that, though, is, for example, I'm thinking back to an old list that I built with Rourke Garnet, Cassian Andor, and Ahsoka Tano. Now, if they all fly in formation, they can all give each other pilot skill 12. So you just shoot with Rourke first every single time, knowing that he's going to be pilot skill 12, and going...
Rourke actually... The thing about Rourke is that Rourke is actually a good counter towards... what's it called?
The damaged cockpit.
No, not just against damaged cockpit, but... Well, against that, but also for... against Kylo, because if you catch him... And again, it all based on if you catch him. So this is meaningless if you don't actually get him. But if you do...
Is it once per turn, or the first time you First time you?
It's the first time, I believe. I'm double checking that. Kylo Ren.
Because you see what I mean. You get to that point where you go, I put a pilot skill 0 on anything but Rourke, because then I kill Rourke and you got 2 pilot skill 0s.
Well, no, you have you shore up your weakest pilot to pilot skill 12. Have him shoot and take
what
it.
I'm meaning is you could have Ahsoka Tano, Cassian Andor, and Rourke Garner all at 12.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The first time you were hit by an attack. So yeah, you must assign it. So it's not like you have an option. You must, and unfortunately, I think once it's assigned, you can't reassign it. So that's the one thing. If you can find a way to get it to the first ship, is the ship you're not that bothered about, then you're golden, because then you can attack with everything else at Kylo and not to be too worried.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just an idea. We've got some movement going here, actually. So
yes,
you've got the Kashyyyk Defender taking it away here, with a reinforce on the front.
Reinforce action, very good for the Kashyyyk. Ajatuk has been kind of the star of that last wave. Everyone, I think, very much...
Well, there's a lot on show here today, because this isn't the only list with 1 in.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying
or 2 at the end.
I know. I know.
Mags has bought 5.
Yeah, which I'm hoping not to see, because that
imagine that round 5. Playing for time.
What it is, because you're negating your damage every attack, and there's so much. And what's great is you can actually use it to your advantage a little bit, but actually no.
But imagine you've got a hypermobile ace that goes, I see where you've put your reinforce at pilot skill 1. Now I know where I'm dodging. Now
it could be that Garner had the initiative and gave it up to Stephen, because don't forget, Sinterfell likes to know where people are, and with
Matt was at full 90.
Yeah, but he could have won the initiative, but then chose to give it to Stephen.
Can we have a look at what Stephen's is, and I can do the maths?
Well, we can't, because of course we don't know exactly. Oh, well, we can actually work back from it, can't we?
So he's got Ahsoka, he's got Poe, and he's got one of the Kashyyks.
Yep, so work that out. That's 85, so he is...
There's a 5-point bid.
There's a 5-point bid, so he did have the initiative. Had the choice, but he took it. I don't think that's wise, because it means that Suntir can't get caught by Ahsoka and Poe. Whereas Suntir can arc dodge. Interesting setup on the account of Matt Garner here.
Actually, it doesn't matter. Ahsoka's pilot skill 9.
Yeah?
None of them can hit him until it's the last thing left, or he's shot. Oh no, because it's not. It's the captured tie, isn't it? So
yeah. Well, no, the captured tie is not on there.
The captured tie is on there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
There's 1 point though. Yeah, but it would be on there, wouldn't it?
It would be on.
Yeah,
there.
It is on there. I can see it.
So.
Oh, I'm going to let David take over while I get this overlay finished.
But yeah, I don't know how this one is going to play itself out. I think it depends on how that Inquisitor gets going, because it's a 3 dice wherever he is, because of his ability, and unless he's actually at range band 1 for somebody like Fen Rao or the Concord Dawn Protector. He negates auto thrusters.
As I like to say, he's the sniper of the game. You want him. You want him in your squad for those long range shots. You want to keep him at arm's length. The problem is keeping him alive.
Let's put it this way: would you rather have? This is a good, interesting debate. Would you rather have the Inquisitor? If you can only fit one of them in, would you rather have the Inquisitor or Darth Vader? Because they both have 2 dice, but the Inquisitor has a permanent 3 dice roll. Where Vader could have the potential of a 3 and the ATC crit.
But you need a target lock. That's the issue with that. You need a target lock, you can't spend it. So you have to build around that. Whereas the Inquisitor is just like, I add an extra dice. I'm basically a 3 attack dice ship.
Okay, so what about if you had Darth Vader with Predator?
Then I'd be more leaning towards Vader. But then again, whereas Vader, you've got a target lock and it does restrict your target. So if the target lock ship arc dodges you, you're screwed. Whereas with the Inquisitor, you can shoot at whoever and get your 3 dice. So it depends on your list.
But you do still want to do your target lock if you've got the TIE V1 because of the evade action.
Because of action,
get for free.
Yeah, but that's more to get the evade and also to provide quality on your attack. There's a 1 bank there from Valen Rudor. Don't forget.
What does Valen do again? I can't remember.
After he forms an attack, he gets a free action.
Ooh.
So you might get a chance to actually barrel roll and then boost out. I mean, does he have push the limit?
Valen Rudor actually has VI, so he's at 8.
Oh, he's at 8. So I'll bring him up to Particle 8 right now. Veteran Instinct. It doesn't mean we don't know which one of them is an Inquisitor, which one's not. There's Tie V1 triggering after target lock. There's an evade token. Very good. It does unfortunately lock you into doing a target lock pretty much every turn.
If that was Inquisitor, I would have done that and a focus.
We'll soon see. Well, it looks like the Azure might be taking a beating this round.
But equally,
one of them is going to take a beating in return. Yes.
But then if he after he attacks, you say he gets a free action.
Valen does, yeah.
Shoots at the as he took.
Barrel rolls.
And then takes a focus.
Yeah, that's
And you have the focus evade for defense.
All it does is then make the Inquisitor a prime target because he's not got focus. That's all. That's what all I do with Steam.
Now I don't know which one it is because he's not pushed the limit for it. Okay.
Here's Ahsoka coming up fast.
And yeah, this round there's a targeting computer on Sun TFL.
Ah, so he can target lock. You often see that. That's very nice. But it makes sense because you want to get your quality.
And in the round 4 he has a shield upgrade, so no auto thrusters. Which I'd sort of say, unless Garner doesn't have it, I would have gone for auto thrusters this round and left targeting computer to later.
This is a very much attack wing as train of thought. I want target locks for quality, and because in attack wing, target locks are king, but not if you're
actually with Sun TFL.
Not if you're Sun Tier.
Sun Tier can do an evade, target lock, still get his focus. He's got full quality.
Yeah, but still, you like the extra focus for your defense as well. That's the thing. That's what the extra focus is for. It's for your defense, not for your attack. You get 2, thus you've got 1 for attack, 1 for defense. Yep. Yes, okay, you're beholden to the dice and rolling at least focuses, but the idea is you get out of arc and you can at least get modifications. And if you're in arc, you get your mods against both attacks.
No, I can see that. So we've got Poe walking up here. I think that's the intensity with the evade. He's got prime thrusters, There's an equal argument nowadays, actually, for having him with comms relay. Because you flip intensity the first round, get an evade. Next turn, do a focus, not an engagement.
Not anymore.
To flip.
Not anymore, because the big one that everyone's talking about is, of course,
the effectively focus comm relay.
Yeah, what is it called again? Enhanced optics.
Enhanced optics.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's something we'll get onto later as well, because he's actually in Poe PS9 is in my build as well, or 11, let's say. I
mean, there's no wrong way to build Poe.
No.
Poe's got a lot of options.
I think buying into Poe with his ability is neat. Poe being Poe, he can get everything he wants. So there's a barrel roll.
Trying to get out of arc, unfortunately, not just making it. He kind of wants to push the limit and go forward, but then again,
push the limit. And can he bank?
He can't bank. He's too close.
Because you'd want to bank to get a shot on Ahsoka. Well, he can get a shot on Ahsoka anyway.
He either doesn't get a shot and get shot at, or he's going to focus.
Do a focus and then get an extra focus. I would do an evade if you're doing that. So
he's done an evade. I don't know if it's the right call. I mean, it's turtled up a little bit, but
Ahsoka is going to spend a focus to probably make the as he took have a focus.
I mean, to be fair, he should have stayed where he was, but then again, this is probably his first time playing.
Oh,
Poe's getting another action, it seems. Oh, he's going to boost round.
Or is he going to target lock?
I think he's going to boost round. He's going to boost round to get a shot on Sun Tier. Take Sun Tier out, and there goes most of the teeth. You essentially make the Wolf of the Empire a gummy teddy bear.
But still, the Inquisitor is still a 3-dice ship.
Yeah, but so Sun TFL. And Sun TFL is notoriously hard to catch.
Sun TFL is a permanent 3, potentially 4.
But he's also very hard to catch. If you can kill him now, while you have an opportunity to, before you use a ship, do it. Do it.
Yep, I think this is range 2 here.
Alright then. Here we go.
So here's 3 dice.
Oh!
Beat Poe for 3.
Wow, that is that's very good. That's Sun Tier either dead or spending a token. He's spending the I would have spent. I spent the evade because the evade. Oh, he's adding it to make sure he gets. Okay, so he's taking 1. Sun Tier might actually die before I put him on. Before I put the overlay up, which is going to be curious. Oh, it's a crit. It's a crit. It looks like it's
a major explosion.
I think it is major explosion. Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Oh dear. It's not going well.
And is it also a face-up damage card?
It is. Yeah. Well.
Does it go face up?
Major
explosion.
They're now checking that. They're now checking it. Yeah. Oh no, it's minor explosion. I think. Well, they seem to have resolved it because Steven seems to be fine with it. So we're now moving on. Well, looks like that Matt's not going to need his homing missile. Well, he might need his homing missiles. He wants to take out something. Right, at least he gets one good shot with Suntir before Suntir possibly dies this round. It does mean the Inquisitor and Valen are probably not getting shot at. Ah, that's not great. But it's nothing. Yeah, that's hitting a crit. That's still something. Negate one.
To take one.
And the Aztec takes a shield off. Not really a fair exchange between either of them.
If it was 4 hits against just the reinforced, that would have been something.
This is unfortunately Garner, I think, getting too into his attack wing mentality, because in attack wing it's essentially roll up and attack.
Shoot, die.
Yeah, shoot, die. Whoever shoots first wins. It's never a game of that. Jousting is not what Time Interceptors do. They are arc dodgers. There's an evade, and okay, so there's an extra shield off the Azutuk. So
it's getting there, but it's
not fast enough though.
Oh, it looks like there's another 3. Spend the target lock.
He wants to get quality as much as he can.
My assumption is this is Valen.
Yeah. He does have guidance chips, but he's firing the missiles, but he's not, because he's too close. Evaded. So yeah, that's nothing. Yeah, there's the power of the Azutuks, man. And unfortunately, that means we're probably going to get something which can punch through, the reinforce. Which, unfortunately, that's what Chase is for. Oh, dear! Suntir fella's probably dead, because that's probably heading towards Suntir. Yeah, because, yeah.
He's got no token left now.
Yeah, Suntir's dead. Before I even got him up on the overlay. Well, damn.
This seems to be the Suntir fell curse, but I'm not saying taking this the wrong way. I think, because the way Matt built them,
it was very gung ho in the way he was approached it as well.
Yeah, and it's not the survivable kind of. How long is it? Is round 2? It's normally, is it
about an hour, I believe.
About an hour, but we've been going quite a while.
Yeah, I mean. All right, so the overlay is now finally ready, just as we've lost Suntir fell. Funny enough how that works, isn't it? So let's pull it up for our audience.
It does feel like, because with attack wing, it's very much time based in terms of like how long you've got in the game. It's not very much like you've got an hour and a bit, is it really?
It's an hour but then again, for most of the OP events, it's a case of you have an objective for those, which is actually the one thing I do prefer over at X-Wing. The OP events are based upon episodes from the series, and you get I'm not too keen on the prize ships, although they're prize cards now, really. It's nice that they are objective-based. Good morning, Frick-T. Escalation's going well. We've had a good first game. Suntir fell's been taken out, although, again, as I say, I think it's down to Matt's inexperience with Suntir fell and very attack-wing idea of, I'm going to go in for a joust these are not jousting ships. They are arc dodgers.
There is 2 minor things. 1, SNAS. 2, the 90 points has been updated.
I'm aware of that. I'm aware of SNAS. The 90 points haven't been updated. I will update those now. And this is the point where Slack decided... Oh, well, not Slack, but... there we go. Technical issues. Skip this. Reinstall. Problem solved. So, there we go. So yeah, I think it is... Ooh, a brave move there by Stephen, showing his rear. He's not going to get a shot, but I think he's hoping the TIE advanced prototypes
bumps
either bump or fly past, or end up in the side arcs, because he has got the 180 side arc, the 180 arc, of course. Well, the 90 and the auxiliary arc, which is 180.
But it's actually slightly wider than 180 degrees, because the rolling on it that you could be in by 1 millimeter.
Yeah, it's slightly.
Yeah,
not too much. It's not enough to be. I mean, it might make a big difference in the end, but who knows? But we shall see how it progresses. I'm going to go out and find out which one the Inquisitor and which one is Valen. That's important.
So we've got one of them doing what I think is a 4K turn. Indeed it is, and fits in there really nicely. Well done there, Matt. As we're saying, Matt is very much a Star Trek attack wing player, but he does play X-wing as well. But he's predominantly, as I said, an attack wing player. Ooh, they're both doing a K turn. It ain't gonna fit.
Inquisitor just K turns.
You got it the right way.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's the right way around. Because
no, because that's
that is the Inquisitor. That's Phelan. And
whoops.
See, there
That's the Inquisitor and Valen's.
Yeah, I know, right, Osmeth? Right, I'm going to quickly plug this heater in because it is freezing in here.
Yeah, no. This is one of the best places to be in the summer, but one of the worst places to be in the winter.
Oh, in the summer it's golden. It's wonderful here in the summer, but it just means in the winter we are suffering.
Yeah.
Turn that on. There we go.
So Ahsoka's just gone straight here. No Kato, no funny business.
Yeah, it is an old building, so we don't have underfloor heating or central heating or anything nice here. So it's a nice little portable radiator.
Yep.
No expense spared. Actually, it's true. My boss bought me this just from the office. Yeah, very good boss I've got.
No, I must admit I do like Jamie.
Jamie's always been fair.
He's very reasonable.
Yeah, he's very reasonable. I mean, he's a great guy. I mean, he opened this place. I mean, one thing I want to talk about during the lunch break is and I want to open this up to our audience as well, the people who are watching at home and in our chat. Their first experience with their friendly local game store, if they have one, or even just an experience, good or bad. Hopefully good. I want good, because I've been frequenting Athena since pretty much when they opened in August 2013. I joined just after December of that year, so it was January 2014 I started coming in. But yeah, back to the game. So we've got some K-turns. I think that might have caught
Stephen
off guard.
It
does mean that the Aztec's going to get a shot on Valen.
It's homing missiles, right? Oh, just imagine if that was clusters.
But here's the thing. Oh, actually, no, I'm about to say, and that's the unfortunate thing. Valen can't make use of his ability because he's stressed.
And because that's Valen,
yeah,
there's no...
it would have been perfect as well, because if he didn't have his stress, he could attack and boost out of the way of the Aztec.
Yeah, or...
Yeah, would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Would have been perfect. It does mean that one of them will get a reinforce, one of them won't. So he should make use of that shot. And Poe is out of the way. Ahsoka's not got any shot. It's a great time for Matt to do as much damage as he can. That is a tuck.
Yeah, no, this is the thing as well. With Ahsoka the way she is at Pilot Skill 9, those the Inquisitor and Valen can't do a thing. Can't...
That's on. Oh, I'm not getting anything from that. Oh, great. Nothing's working. It is plugged in and turned on.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll have to contend with being cold, I guess.
Well, we got a jumper to put on anyway. Oh, well, you got a jumper to put on.
Yeah, I'll put it on.
But yeah, no, it's... I think the Ahsoka way she is in this build, putting her in fairly early on, I reckon probably Poe and Ahsoka are in their round 1. I think that's not a bad starting point.
That's not a bad start at all. Oh, the dice are not on Matt's side today, it seems. They seem to want to blank out and give him focuses when he doesn't have anything to spend. And that's the unfortunate thing with these the TIE Vars prototypes. They want to target a lot to get their evades, but that means they don't have a focus.
Where did that shot come from?
As attack.
So, was there any damage done when shots were coming in? Because we haven't seen Stephen's side. While we were looking at the fan.
Yeah, I will...
heater, not the fan.
Yeah, not the fan. You insane? I'll go and find out the demo.
But yeah, no, it's... I think this game is just sort of slipping further and further and further away from Matt here. It's a shame, because when I saw this, it's like, Sinterfell, Valen and Rudor, don't normally see them. The Inquisitor, you've got Baron of the Empire coming in next round. It's also going to have homing missiles. He's going to have 3 homing missiles next turn. Which is nice. And then he's got double edge with Deadeye, Sync Turret, Lightweight Frame, round 4. So
Valen and the Aztec are shieldless. And I return with another...
With an extension cable. Let's go again.
Let's try another one.
So, no shields on Valen. No shields on the Aztec. But yeah, something we can go through. You'll see us again on Wednesday, and I think also potentially on Thursday as well. Next week we've got potentially a double header.
We have quite a few busy weeks ahead of us, haven't we? We have, of course, a good couple of matches this Wednesday. We have the unboxing on Thursday, because of course we've got the new stuff coming down. The unboxing match on the 20th, along with the special Christmas edition of the show, which we're having a big TIE Fighter versus X-Wing, and I mean like Escalation, 150 points, all X-Wings with trench run stuff. So I think it's all the named pilots that are winning the trench run, so Jack, everyone, against Vader and a bunch of TIE fighters. That's going to be epic.
Yeah.
It's going to be absolutely epic.
Well, it's not epic. It's escalation
points. It's escalation points. It's an epic kind of point level.
Yeah, it's epic scale.
150 points. So, right. So, this is going to get messy very quickly, I think. The one banks. I would have gone for the one hard. The one hards are green on the prototype.
Are they?
They are. Know. It's a very good dial, actually. Well, not great dial, but it's... For going slow, it's great.
It's basically like having a A-wing style dial, but the two greens apart from the straight are moved down one. Actually, it's like the whole dial's been shifted down because the A-wing has a
pretty much because
the A-wing has a 5 green straight.
Yeah, if only it had a 1 forward that was green, I think it'd be good. It'd be a decent dial then.
If it was a 1 green straight, you would see more of these.
And of course, if you have TIE TIE Mark II.
Yeah.
You can have your
twin ions.
Yeah, twin ions. That's it. You have your 3 your 2 and 3 banks of green as well. So your dial becomes
that'd be a brutal
good.
dial, but I'd rather have auto thrusters compared to extra greens.
That's the thing. Yes. Right then. So the Inquisitors are turned in. They look like they're trying to catch Poe now, and this is the problem that I think he's going to face.
He's still in arc.
He's still
in arc that as he took.
He's still in the arc that as he took.
Well, at least the Inquisitor is.
He's now realised. Oh, he's now thought, I can't kill that Azatec quick enough. I need to target something I can kill fast enough, aka a TIE Fighter or a T-70.
But this is the point. He's still not going to kill Ahsoka.
He could.
No, he can't shoot him.
That's true. He can't. Yeah, that's right, actually.
Until the point of Ahsoka shoots, or she's the last thing left because of the captured TIE.
So it's going to have to be Poe.
It's going to have to be Poe, and it's going to have to be the Azatec.
Mm-hmm. Well, he can't target the Aztec. Oh, and Poe has unfortunately gone out of number 3's firing arc, and is
that a Talon roll?
With a boost, I think that... Yeah, there is a Talon roll.
Oh,
golden. Look, right there. He has a shot at both of them. Or one... Well, you can shoot either of them, I should say.
Hang on a minute, though. If he's going to be sitting there, he's got no action.
Yep.
He's got no focus.
It's the prime time for the Inquisitor to roll in and do damage, but Poe will shoot first, and he might be able to take Valen off the board. But there's the Ahsoka with the action. But here's the ruling. He can't take an action because he's stressed.
Unless it's a boost or barrel because of prime thrusters.
I'm going to go and rule that.
Yeah, because of the stress, you cannot... But is this because it's outside the action step at this point? It's a good point. Could it be something that's done outside the action step? But then that's the same thing as saying about Valen and trying to do that, because you can't perform actions while you're stressed. If it was, say, for example, Kyle Katarn passing a focus, that's a different question.
There we go.
Yeah, that's
the thing. People sometimes think, oh, I can do a free action, but it's not. Stress stops all actions, even free actions.
Unless it was
a boost because of prime thrusters.
Boost or what because of prime thrusters, but it's not prime thrusters. Oh, it is prime thrusters.
Hey, and Garner blanks out again. Spending the evade token.
If he had prime thrusters,
Valen survives.
If he had prime thrusters and the ability to boost anyway, to get himself that extra thing, I can tell you what, it's on.
Yeah, Valen is nearly dead.
I can tell you, it's on.
Yeah. Oh, look at that crit hit. And that is on. That's very nice.
That's what I was meaning. It's on.
Oh, target lock. Crit hit. He needed that. He really did need that. And that's 2 focus results. If only Poe could be Poe, or even had a focus in it anyway. That's all 3 shields of Poe gone. Just like that.
And because Valen's Is Valen on what? Oh,
Valen's on 1 left, so Valen's nearly dead. Valen doesn't have an attack, but if he can somehow survive the Azatuk... Actually, no, because the Inquisitor's the only one who can target by the Azatuk. So actually, yeah, Valen will survive this round. Azatuk attack. They're deciding if that's cocked. They're deciding it is cocked. Re-rolling the focus. That's a hit. Oh!
Fine, 2 evades.
2 evades, yeah, that's plenty.
There's part of me that's thinking, you can make... So Valen doing... Because Valen's got the target lock on Poe.
Mm-hmm.
If it was me, I would K-turn with Valen and do a 1 or 2 hard with... By
the way, that reroll is for Wookiee Commandos,
yes. By the way. Do a 1 or 2 hard with the Inquisitor to block Poe. So even if Poe de-stresses, he's not going to be able to move out the way of it. Yeah,
I mean, you can do that with the Inquisitor because you can move Valen first.
But then if... This is where Ahsoka does her stuff outside the action step. So even if he's bumped, he could use that to boost out the way and then remove the target lock.
Only if he can complete the boost, which depends on the angle of the bump.
But if he does a green, he can barrel roll first and still strip the target lock from.
Yeah.
Which would be harsh.
It would be harsh, but you
it's
can do
doable.
it. Yeah, it's doable. Yeah. Valen unfortunately wants to K-turn, so he can't make use of his ability. However, he needs to do it if he wants to try and get some shots in. Because he can't shoot at Ahsoka. Poe's the other direction.
If I was Stephen, I would lock in a 1 bank to the left. Because it's green, you could barrel roll, and if you barrel roll backwards, you could then potentially still get close to shooting Valen.
This is what I think Garner should do. If Garner's watching this back, he should... focus on the manoeuvring in games and
focus 1 ship at a time.
Well, yeah,
it's preferable.
Yeah, but he didn't. He thought he might have the damage output to deal with the Aztec, and also, if he didn't deal with that first, he'd never have the damage output.
No,
because he needed all his ships to pump everything they could into it.
I think as well his if I was going to make any tweaks, I would say Cintif fell with.
And this is just me saying this is what my advice is: learn how to. Fly your ships in a different manner. Don't just joust and K. Learn to kind of outmaneuver, use your barrel rolls, use your boost to try and get around and outside of arcs, and how to utilise pilot skill to your advantage.
Oh no, sorry, the thing I was just rereading this list back and I thought, hang on, it might be a legal list, but then I realised this is round 3.
That's round 3, you're looking at round 3.
Yeah, sorry. No, ignore me.
He has gone for the bump. You are quite correct there. Now, you are right, he can... although don't forget,
I would target lock because it gives you the evade.
Does prime thruster stop?
No, you can still do your boost and barrel rolls, which is what I'm saying. If he's locked in a 1 green bank, he can still barrel roll and still shift the target lock.
He can still BB-8, yes.
And if he were to barrel backwards and has done a 1 bank, he would probably be not too far away from where Ahsoka is now, facing towards Valen.
The problem is he'd then be range 1 of Valen, and he might even then be an Arc of the Inquisitor. So,
and if he barrel rolls.
In fact, I actually think the best thing to do is bump, because the Inquisitor won't get an attack.
And if he barrel rolls and he's still got his intensity, he barrel rolls, gets a focus, becomes Poe, does his green, and then can target lock.
Yeah.
He can have all the mods that he needs.
So there's a target lock from the Inquisitor onto Poe, getting the evade token. Now it's time...
Because it means next time he can K-turn from it.
Now it's Poe. Poe's doing the 1 bank.
1 barrel roll.
So I think it's safe to say we're getting a 1 bank in here. He's going to try and probably boost out of arc, maybe.
And possibly. If he does that, he's lost both. You said both the target locks.
Yeah. Yes. So he sheds 1.
There's the Inquisitors. I would have gone for the Valens.
Yeah, but he can do Valens next if he doesn't Poe. Because he can
intensity into
focus and then boost.
This is why I think, at the moment, this is the best Poe build.
I think it's the most...
At the moment, this is the best Poe build because of its efficiency.
I also think it's also the most thematic as well. You get BB-8,
Personally, the only change I would probably do, if you were trying to do it on the cheap, is I would drop auto thrusters for integrated, but that is only if you need to save points for something else.
Yeah. Oh, actually. Smack bang in front of the Inquisitor. And still in range of Valen.
Actually, it's made it worse for him.
Yeah.
Because that's range 2 to 3, those homing, so unless he's boosting...
He needs to. Yeah,
He needs to boost.
You're right. He should have shredded it from Valen, because if Valen doesn't get shot at, which is likely, he needs to be careful here.
He needs to boost.
I think he
has to boost.
He's got the boost temp. He's got it out. He's going for it, and that's the problem with those homing missiles. They do a good punch, but they are very restricted at being only one range, which is 2. And if you're targeting a ship who doesn't have who has boost and barrel rolls, you're practically never going to get those off, because they'll always.
Basically, it's this only because it's a black 1 Poe.
Yeah.
Any other ship. And so for example, unless it's Manaru,
the advantage
move target locks around.
The advantage is he's not getting shot at unless Ahsoka decides to break her barrel.
No, the Azzy on the Inquisitor.
The Azzy yes, but the Inquisitor can take the hits. Whereas if
Valen can't.
Valen can't. So if anything, Valen's in a great spot. But Ahsoka could also try and pump damage in the Inquisitor. Because I mean, say, for example, say Ahsoka were to do 3 damage here and take 3 to at least both shields off the Inquisitor. That means the Aztec can then kill it. But it does mean Ahsoka is then vulnerable
to Valen. That's partly why, if I was Matt, I would have, if you're trying to target lock something, target lock Ahsoka, because when Poe moves, he might not necessarily be in range of Ahsoka to remove those target locks.
No, because before he's wanted to keep Ahsoka close to Poe so that she could. Now that Poe is split off from Ahsoka, he brings Ahsoka in to actually do stuff and do damage.
Ahsoka's been pointed at here.
Yep.
Here comes the dice. Capture Tie is gone.
So there goes Capture Tie. Capture Tie has been discarded, and Ahsoka.
So he's basically now a pilot skill 8. Now pilot skill 9. You can hit me.
Oh dear.
That's not worth it.
Evaded. Yeah, that was not worth it at all. And now Valen's probably got a range 1 shot on Ahsoka.
Yeah. Now because of that, if Ahsoka didn't do that,
if Valen kills Ahsoka, that's big.
If it was me, I would have the Inquisitor shot against Poe first.
Oh yeah.
Because then you can go and see what damage Poe's got left.
No focus and 1 evade. So there you go. Right.
There's damage here.
Yeah. I'd just shoot at Ahsoka. She's range 1, always go for range.
I thought there was more than 1 hit there.
No, it was the rest were focuses.
Dang.
He really wanted a focus. But oh well.
But he could have pushed the limit for it.
There we go. That's the shot I think you should do.
He could have pushed the limited for it.
Maybe.
That's the Inquisitor.
Maybe. Oh, nothing but 1 crit.
But there's no defense mods.
But he still rolls it. Still, it's a TIE fighter. 3 defense dice. You're going to get something out of that usually. Your odds are getting 1 evader, at least high.
I had a Concord Dawn a Protectorate at range 3 with auto thrusters and rolled 4 focuses.
Yeah, it's
and lost from a range band 3 shot from a bomber. Right. It happens.
Range 1 from the Aztec onto the Inquisitor. 4 dice coming at the Inquisitor. Hit, crit, focus, and blank. Reroll. Oh no, spend the focus. Blank out. Ooh.
Has to spend the evade. Loses shields. Oh no!
It's direct hit. That's dead.
Oh no!
Wow, that's it. Wow. Ouch. That's not what Matt needed then. That's completely the opposite of what Matt needed.
Oh dear.
Oh, that was bad luck on his part. And that's not piloting. That is just bad luck. That is really bad luck to get a direct hit and to roll 3 blanks. You know.
Yeah, and if Poe was at range 3 of Valen, that was the right call, because Poe would have had the focus, 3 dice, and auto thrusters. Nothing was going to get through there.
Yeah,
unless it was the Inquisitor, maybe. Then you're rolling 3 against 2.
Yeah, well.
But 2 against 2.
It feels good now that's on.
But
yeah, Valen with only 1 hull left, it's not looking great for Matt.
Nope.
Although he can, if he wants to try, he might be able to kill Ahsoka. Might be able to kill Ahsoka.
Pilot skill. He could get.
It's pilot skill. It's down to pilot skill and whether or not.
Poe could Talon roll and boost with prime thrusters to still get his intensity.
Depending on where Ahsoka ends up, he could then strip the target lock from her if she gets
exactly. And Ahsoka just do a 1 hard and potentially barrel roll.
Block.
Well, no, there's no block coming here in terms of Stephen here because of the higher pilot skill. But you see what I mean? Or maybe even K-turn.
Well, I mean, wonders, since if you're going to die anyway, then again, yeah, you could get PS killed. Because I was thinking, you got to get 1 shot, but you're not, because if Poe kills you, or even Ahsoka, yeah. Oh, that's a tough break from that Garner. Ouch. We're going to get them in the booth here.
We can do. I don't know how much time there is left in the game. And there's a lunch break after this anyway.
There is a lunch break. So we could even just extend our conversation.
Yeah.
Which I think I'll give us time to go over the wave and talk about things.
Yeah.
A little preview of Thursday, as it were.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether Garner would be comfortable being on camera in here. That's the thing. I know Stephen would be, but
yeah, no, I'd probably nip out in a minute anyway. And, well, we'll see what happens. But
well, there's a one bank. Unfortunately, everyone else now knows where where Valen is.
Target lock for an evade.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be.
Target lock. Are you gonna go for Ahsoka? He's going for Ahsoka. He realizes that Poe can just strip my target locks anyway. I might as well go for the ship that I might get.
Well, if he does a three Talon roll and a boost, he could still be at range band 1 and strip it anyway because the black won.
I know, I'm just saying. Here
comes the one hard.
And here's the thing, that one hard will mean Ahsoka is not going to get shot at. Look, it's going to slide right in there. Oh, ooh, that's
fine.
That's fine.
Just take a focus.
Yeah, take a focus. In fact, Ahsoka might actually kill the Valen before Poe gets a chance to.
I would have done a focus.
I would have just done a focus, yeah. Maybe he doesn't want to risk Ahsoka being killed.
Because unless he's done something different with...
This is a move to preserve MOV.
But if he's doing a 3 Talon roll with Poe...
There's no guarantee.
And does a boost...
Yeah, but there's no guarantee he'd kill Valen. If Valen rolls well, that's it.
He'd have a Oh, he's not doing it.
Oh, he's doing a K. Interesting. He can still boost of it, though.
He can, but I would have probably... That's probably why he didn't do it. If he'd have done a Talon roll, you would have left it where it was, done your Talon roll and boosted. But because he wasn't going to be there, that's why he barrel rolled back.
Yeah. So essentially...
Still boost, get your focus.
Essentially, that's a 2K10 that's now performed.
Yes, because it's 4 and you've now subtracted 2 back the other way.
It's a B-wing.
I'll tell you what, it's better. I was going to say it's better than a B-wing. Especially if that's at range band 3.
Yeah, but the offset of that is you need the 4 distance to do it.
Yeah.
So, oh, that's range 3. It's still in, but
because you have 3 dice and auto thrusters compared to only 2 and natural dice rolls.
Yeah, unfortunately, Valen doesn't have much going for him here.
That's 2.
That's 2.
Does he have auto thrusters?
No, but he's got. Oh, he's had to spend the token to do it, but he's evaded it. He's done it.
Here comes 3 dice from Ahsoka.
Yep.
It'd be sort of like one of those great things if Ahsoka was the one that finished the job.
But what? Oh, what?
Is it Valen? I thought Valen was after attacking, not when defending.
Maybe it's after defending. Advanced prototype. After defending a full free action.
Barrel roll to get out the shot.
Genius.
But he's close to the
Azatach. Close to the Azatach. So it's kind of a net nothing, really. But he does get an attack back against Poe at the very least.
Yeah.
It's better than nothing, in my opinion.
No, granted, I'll give you that one. Where he was. Could you got the same net effect by boosting?
You probably could have.
Because he would have slipped the arc, not had a shot, and potentially made us near a shot.
Maybe. Alright, so that's just 1, and Poe evades. Because Poe at range 3, and he's got a focus anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah. No, I would have, because he's now just got this at range band 1.
Yeah, that's the issue.
If he'd have barreled back to where he was, he'd been range 2, boosting would have cleared arc of Ahsoka, or even maybe a 1 straight might have then changed it to range 3.
But banking boost might have meant he compromises.
Dead. Got to be dead.
Yeah, dead.
Auto thrusters, ironically, he wouldn't have saved him anyway because it was range 1.
Yeah, he's not got auto thrusters.
Full list.
So, yeah. Damn. And preserving MOV on the side of Stephen. Very kind of well done. Well done to him.
In hindsight,
well done to him.
In hindsight, though, if seeing because obviously effectively that barrel roll that Valen was able to do is because Ahsoka barrel rolled across.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. We've got the thing wrong here.
Have we?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
Valen still lives.
He's still alive. We've got a zombie ship on board. It could be they haven't removed him, but who knows? Because
I can only see 1 damage card there.
That's true. That is true. Okay then, let's.
Is it still on?
It's still on. It's on like Donkey Kong.
But I think it's still a 90.
Yeah, it's pretty much
because of the pilot skill.
Yeah.
And he's going to have to do a turn to a non-K turn move But to be fair, if he does a good K-turn, he'll be right behind Poe.
Yeah, Poe's just going to do a one bank. And if the three, it's a 3 K-turn. So all that's going to happen is Poe will bump, and then the next round we'll just chase until he catches him. Assuming the Ahsoka and Ahsoka don't take him out first.
True. Unless the 3 K-turns there and does a green, barrel rolls backwards, does a 1 straight, and sits right behind and go, I've now got my focus, I've got everything I need.
Yeah.
Try it.
We'll see. 1 hard, trying to catch Ahsoka here now. He realises...
It's also green.
Yeah.
He can target lock again.
Doesn't really need to do a green because...
No, well, I thought you were going to say about the target lock. Doesn't need to do a green. He could have done anything on his dial apart from the K-turn and still had the same situation.
He doesn't need to do a target lock, but don't forget, it's the only way he gets his evade.
Exactly. He needs to.
But then he's missing quality. I would actually just say...
Well,
hope Ahsoka's going to...
Target lock something.
Yeah.
Probably the as he took, so you still have it. Well, doesn't matter.
He's boosting.
Poe's going to kill him.
Poe's going to kill him.
The only option there, I think, was that target lock to get the evade.
I would have actually... yeah, I mean...
Target lock for the evade, then after defense, get the focus.
There was no good situation there, because if you focused... because if you defend against Poe successfully, you live and you get your focus anyway. Good point.
And if you don't have to spend, for example, that's even better.
Yeah.
Valence is at pilot skill 0.
Oh! That's what's gone on in, is it?
Must be.
It must be, because you... Yeah. So Valen is at pilot skill 0. Ouch. There we go. And there goes Ahsoka in the opposite direction of where Matt wants him to go.
But that's one less thing going to be shooting him now.
That is true.
Can the Azzy-Tooks do target locks?
Yeah, I think they can. I think most ships can do target locks.
Because if you can spend the focus and give the Azzy-Took a target lock...
He can afford to not reinforce. Just, to take a target lock.
That's why he's done, I think, a focus this turn.
Poe's out of arc, but he can easily boost to catch him in arc. Yeah, there we go. What boost bank? Right. Thank you for following us, Diablo Cooling. What a name that is.
Yeah.
It's not exactly, Diablo is probably Hellfire and Brimstone. That's more like a gentle warm breeze.
Or in terms of, from my other background of cars, there was a Lamborghini Diablo.
Ah, fair enough. Got a Lamborghini. I love to have a Lamborghini. 2 hits. Actually, I wouldn't, because I'd be worried about damaging it all the time.
2 evades.
2 evades. No, it was an evade in the focus, so they go dead. End of game. Very anticlimactic end, really.
But, to be fair, we got an extra turn out of this game. And
yeah. It's always... And a lot can happen in a turn.
Yeah, exactly. We've all played games where one turn swings the game either one way or the other. Or a game's going, you can't see it going any other way than one player losing. One turn... So, say, for example, in the US Nationals, when Paul Heaver...
Yeah.
Paul Heaver came up against a guy who was running Miranda Doney, Biggs, and Lothric, or Lowrick. And in one turn, Miranda and Nim completely changed the outcome because of the bump not happening on Miranda, dropping a big cluster mine and basically decimating 60% of his force.
Yeah.
In that one turn.
Well,
something from a game that when I was watching it, thinking, this is going to be 2 turns, Paul Heaver's lost this, to a game where Paul Heaver couldn't lose in that one turn because of one manoeuvre that happened because of a no bump.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Do you want to talk to them, or do you want to get that back, or?
We could do. It's worth an ask.
I'll go and ask them.
But during our lunch break we're now about to have, we're going to be discussing a bit of pilot skill. Wave 12 and 13. Sorry?
Get it right, man.
Wave 12 and 13 is going to be a big wave. As we were saying, we're going to have a unboxing stream going on this Thursday. One of the largest unboxings we've done here, with the exception, I think, of maybe Wave 9, where there was 4 ships, because there was 2 scum ships in that wave. But it's it's going to be one of the largest unboxings we're going to do. All I'm going to say here is, Fricty, if you've not read many of the stuff, I think the Pilot Skill 7 TIE Silencer is going to be a brand new thing that's going to work, or even the new version for Kylo Ren. It's going to be solid, very much so. I don't think Imperials do need a bit of a push in the right direction, but we'll have to see how it goes. And we've got Stephen and Matt joining us now in the booth. You can probably do this by GPS now, Stephen, because you've been in there a fair few times.
Cheers. Also means I get to reveal today's T-shirt. It's a Wookiee Christmas.
It's a Wookiee Christmas indeed.
Do you know what would be more appropriate if you're flying Michael Maggs' list?
Well, yeah.
All the Wookiees and you're wearing one.
There's a lot of Wookiees out there. There's a lot
out there. Surprising amount, because everyone could have discounted that as the loser of the wave, and it's kind of turned out to be a sleeper hit.
I must admit, I hold my hand up for effectively the same thing, thinking, well, the as he took doesn't look like it's going to hold up much here. So I thought the Skirg was going to be the big thing.
There are a few moments we thought that you had like a moment where you're like, okay, this is a big break. This is the moment where you can do some damage, and then unfortunately the dice just decided not.
Pretty much.
No.
The dice give, the dice taketh away.
I have to say, when I saw his list, it was everything I didn't want to face. It was level 9 pilots, which I don't want with my level 8s, and his ability to get rid of my target locks. I can't get my missiles off. Is just
and because the way the game worked out with Ahsoka with a captured tie, even Sun Tifel couldn't hit her until she'd either shot or was the last thing left.
I think Suntir can shoot.
No, it has to be higher pilot skill. Lower.
Yeah,
so it's
slower.
So
yes. Suntil could have shot.
Suntil could. It's lower pilot skill, my apologies.
Also, I didn't stick to the plan at all. Yeah, looking at his list, I was like, right, go for Poe, get Poe out of the way. The way they lined up on the table, I was like, oh, I got the shots against the Wookiee. Let's take them. And God, that was the one that just soaked it up so bad.
That was that's what Stephen wanted you to shoot at, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And I look back on it, and I did bring up, you play attack wing as well, and you approach the game with a very attack wing mentality of joust, whereas the ships you're flying are not really jousters. They're kind of
usually with Suntil you want to get round the back as quickly as possible, and just sitting there in the middle is a dumb thing to do.
I mean, that's the thing, because you did barrel roll thinking you could probably get him out of arc, but in the end you actually end up with one less action for the same net value. Which, if you'd known that, you probably could have said, well, I'll take an evade and a focus, double focus, and turtle up, which that might have helped, but then again, you did take you blanked out on the first roll, I believe, which that was not a good sign.
No, it doesn't. And the 2 crits I took as well resulted in 2 extra points of damage. So it's
brutal, absolutely brutal. But it went very well for you. I mean, you managed to preserve Emma. When you barreled Ahsoka behind Valen, was that an attempt to preserve Emma in case that he got killed by Valen?
Yeah, that was just to get out of the way.
I thought that was the case.
Also, I was saying in the booth, rather than doing the 4K turn, if you'd done the 3 Talon roll and boosted,
I thought I might have landed on the rock.
Yeah, that is a fair point. But if you'd done that, you might be at range bound 1 and move that target lock off and do a focus because of intensity, and you had like 2 ships firing down on.
Hello, Fricty. Thanks for joining us in the chat. We're actually interviewing the participants of the last match, and what do you guys think about the new stuff that's been announced? The silencer and all this, the whole talk about the TIE silencer and the wrath of Kylo Ren.
I
think you'd like that, Garner. I think you would like
that
shit. Really, you're all for it, prepared?
Yeah.
I'm scared. I'm shaking in my little rebel boots here.
Well, you say that. We were saying about your rebel boots, and you were sort of saying about Scum is just so powerful.
Oh, it is.
The Commentators, as I was overhearing conversations from Wojtek, yes, it's really powerful, but it's a B-wing.
It's a B-wing.
Yeah.
But
it has the power for 1 turn, and if you then kill it, it's like, well, I've invested like 30 points or 30, 40 points in something that's just gone.
But that's why you invest in it, because if it does do its damage, which it would do, get at least one good big hit, it's a big swing, and that's the thing.
And it deals stress as well.
Yeah.
So I played a game against Wojtek, and he proxied one of his ships to be one of those, and it was the guy that, if you're in the bullseye arc, either get rid of your tokens or take an extra damage.
How'd that work out?
So he had harpoons.
Ooh.
So the first engagement, they got my Asajj down to 1 hull,
Right.
But then I killed the fancy new ship. I tractor beamed it. Didn't have any.
Yeah, I think tractor beams are kind of the one
Yeah,
thing
but
that.
because I used cluster missiles, and glitterstim on Boba Fett. Boba Fett was triple stressed.
Yeah.
So I got the kill, but
Was it worth it?
it wasn't worth it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Okay, back to the match. Is there anything that you think you could have done better in that match? Like, what would you change now knowing what you know?
My deployment for start, lining up against the Wookiee at a slight angle. It's always confuses
It made
matters
things
later in the
awkward,
game.
yeah.
I should have just lined them up down the side of the board like I normally do. And
Oh well, you know, you learn everything. You learn from every game that you win and lose. So.
and you know, shooting at the Wookiee was obviously what he wanted me to do, and I just fell straight
you
into
felt
that trap.
so. You tend to fall into those traps from my experience. But yeah, I think that's a fair estimate to make because your deployment. We say your deployment was very unusual, especially for a list that really likes the arcs. It kind of worked against you in the end because you had the weird angles going on for you, and it just wasn't working.
Well, you say that you didn't hit an asteroid all game.
Yeah, that's true.
Even with a weird angle.
That's unusual for me. So,
and you managed to slip out a few times, like when you got out of Ahsoka's arc with Valen. That was
kind of a double-edged sword, though. It was,
'cause you got
I
close
could get
to
out of
it.
hers, but I was putting myself into range 1 of the Wookiee.
Could you have
but
done it with a boost bank?
I don't think a boost would have got me out of Ahsoka's arc.
Okay.
Just by the barrel roll.
Fair enough.
But it's unusual for me to get his ability off, to be honest.
Yeah.
First game, he spent the whole game stressed, so he could never do it.
We actually commented that. We said it's very unusual to see Valen, but it was nice to see him.
Yeah.
'cause-
Yeah, it's very rare you see Sunit. It's very rare you see Valen. If you see a TIE Advance, you see the Inquisitor.
He's
You were
by far the
our
best
thoughts
option.
actually for round 1 because we noticed that. It's just like...
Yeah, the choice of homings, I think, might have also nixed you as well because they're very...
The extra points.
The extra points, but also the specific range of 2.
Yeah.
Very different, because
He was definitely aware of that.
You
And
just barrel out or boost in.
Yeah.
But then, because of the black one, he could have lost both those target locks by doing both.
yeah, exactly. And I have tried them with cluster missiles in the past, and it's... Against small ships, the homing missiles push the damage through. Against large base ships, the cluster missiles do more damage. So it really depends on what you're facing. As to which
Really,
is the best option.
for the TIE prototypes, what you need are expertise. Because the fact you want to target lock to get that evade every turn, but you also have dice quality. You want the expertise for the quality on, at least the focus quality on the attacks.
Especially if you're flying, say for example, homings, and you spend the guidance ships to get the mods on the first one. You go, well, I've still got expertise for the second one as well.
I do like the rest of your list, though. You know, you get Baron of the Empire next, and Double Edge, the TIE Aggressor.
I've never flown the Aggressor before. I literally bought the model last weekend, so I
Nice.
have no idea how that's going to
I
work.
do like the Jedi Sync turret though.
It keeps your options open. It really...
You just do a focus anyway every single
with
turn.
the target lock, you're really signposting who you're going for.
And the focus, because of Jedi, just like, you're not saying, I want to go for this one or that one.
Yeah,
You're saying, I
it's
specifically
anyone
want
that
to go for anyone
lands
that
within
wanders
range of
here.
you can take a hit.
And also
so.
the lower pilot skill as well. By that point, you'll see what's alive and what's not, or what's on the edge, and then you go, well, that's now my target.
And also, if you're doing the target lock and they've got high pilot skills, they can then use their base barrel rolls to get out of your range, whereas with the focus, they don't know where you're going. So
yeah, they don't know who you're going for, as you say. It does mean that if you come against Biggs, you have one round where you can't precision strike anyone because you have to target him. But you know,
no, old rolling. You would then say, I've still got my thing to shoot. Oh, no, because Deadeye would.
Deadeye, yeah.
Deadeye next.
Yeah, that's the thing. The fact that you have Deadeye means you can shoot at Biggs, meaning you must shoot at Biggs. Just for that one round.
I think there's a Biggs out there today.
Well, which is great because it's nice to see variants.
You'd have thought Mr. Neil with his,
trench run.
I've never really worried about Biggs with this build though, because you can just line up all your homing missiles and push the damage through and get rid of him early on. So
that's fair. That's a fair comment to make.
harpoons wouldn't have been a bad thing in there because then you could then set up by having harpoons that then deal out the condition card.
Your list
smash stuff through.
Your list seems quite susceptible to harpoons because you want to keep.
I lost my first game against Owen, who
has harpoons because
has
I kudos to them
harpoons
with his list
and a pilot skill 11.
Yeah, that's
Quick
good.
draw.
Because you want to keep Ahsoka close to Poe to give extra actions.
and you want it to be the highest pilot skill thing.
Exactly.
But then also, if you have to shoot something else, the damage can still hit
go to
through
Ahsoka. Yeah, so Very
so
powerful.
Owen got the harpoon condition on Poe. We were then range 1 of each other. He shot first, got a crit through, set off the harpoon, took a shield off quick draw, got his second shot with FCS and
Oh yeah,
focus.
because it was a range bound one that will spin him as well.
Yeah, so that's quite nasty on quick draw.
Fair enough. And you know, what was your first round loss to, essentially?
It's a Shadowcaster and
It was Wojtek,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
yeah,
Sunny Baron? Is it Sunny?
yeah,
Bears or
that's the
in
one.
Baldwin?
Yeah,
Ooh.
which
Yeah.
she had a ion cannon, but took that out no problem. But the Shadowcaster just couldn't push the damage through.
The Shadowcaster
He
just soak.
he just dumped stress on Valen the whole game so that he could never use his
Use the
action.
person, yeah.
Once Valen had gone, he was then very coy about when he did or didn't stick stress on Suntil.
Because he knew that if he extracts,
Yeah.
he gives you something.
Yeah, so he was very much
But then on the
choosing
other
when
hand,
to do it.
if
Double
it's-
stressor.
If
and-
he's done, if you've done push the limit, having that second stress on, if he doesn't need it, you've then lost the efficiency for Suntir for a round.
Yeah, and that was very much mind games as to when to use push the limit, and knowing that he could or couldn't, and and in the end, my last couple of attack rolls were just all blanks and just.
That's the fact of the dice, man. Dice do blank out on you. They
It was close though, wasn't it, from what I saw?
It was
Four-
close,
3 or 4
and
hole left on
there was
the
one
channel.
time where I lined up the range bound one shot with a focus. I was like, right, this is it. This is all I need, and just all blanks. And
that's exactly what you don't want. I think you need to buy new dice bags. But you know.
Yeah.
If Leighton's watching, he'll probably be typing about the put a targeting computer.
He has.
So-
I have
Yeah.
later rounds,
Yeah.
Yeah. You do add a targeting computer, which
Yeah.
makes sense. It's one of those things which we commented. You don't often see that because you also lose some defensive
Yeah.
economy because normally you
Normally,
want
I
to
would
turtle.
go. Normally, normally on Suntir, if it was me, I would normally play with think of auto thrusters and stealth device. So you roll 4 dice.
Yeah, stealth device I've never had any luck with. I've lost it first attack against him every time. I don't have an auto thrusters card because I don't have a Star Viper, so
That's fine.
just
I
never
think
run
they're
it.
coming out on the silencer, aren't they?
Yep.
Well, there you go. There's probably
Yeah.
your option.
Yeah, especially against the Shadowcaster, so many times that auto thrusters would have made a difference for me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because range 3 and such usually.
Yeah, and unless it was range 2 or range 1, because it's still deemed as a firing arc.
It is a firing arc, yeah.
So it's not like a turret. It's a straight up. I have an arc here and an arc here. So
But I was trying to keep it range 3 of him so that he couldn't keep dumping the stress on me. So
Wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, which of course the Inquisitor doesn't care about because
No, yeah.
he shoots at
he shoots
as
at
if
range,
he were range
one.
1, even at 2 or 3.
So he negates their defense dice and he gets an extra attack dice of his own. So you want him to be at long range anyway. So it makes sense to do that.
Yeah.
What lists are you hoping to come up against today? Like, what's your ultimate I can win this matchup? Let's start with you, Matt.
I don't know really. I don't like the amount of Wookiee ships out there.
Yeah. I mean, you got one list that comes up with 5 in the end result, which
Yeah,
I think it's three
3 with
sheep
Wookiee.
defenders,
Yeah,
then the 2 named.
Yeah.
yeah.
And lots of tacticians, I think.
Yeah, tacticians are stressing, which also wouldn't be helpful for you.
Yeah, don't want that. But hopefully he's winning his games. So that
I can't remember where he
I'll be
was.
very surprised if that's not one of the top
Yeah.
today.
Especially in the last round, if he can start to kill stuff and preserve his MOV because he's got 5 that have got reinforced, hopefully in the right direction. That's just the time's just gonna do that before you know it, and then you're like, there's 5 minutes left on the round and I haven't killed a thing.
They will do him in are high pilot skull arc dodgers because they'll
Harpoons.
and harpoons. They'll also mess with him unless he's keeping them separate. But
that reinforced action just allows him to soak up so much damage.
like I said, people didn't think it would be much, but it turned out to be a sleeper hit.
Yeah.
What about you, Stephen? What's your ultimate matchup?
I don't know. I want to fly against Hedges' list because he's just brought all the Star Vipers.
I was going to say he woke up with the Burdette condition.
Yeah. So that looks like it'll be a fun game.
That sounds like it's going to be a fun game to us to
Yeah.
get at some point. We'll definitely look at getting that.
I think
some
Hedge
point.
is quite high up the order as well.
Yeah,
I think.
I would be surprised because he's always been a very maneuvers player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that doesn't surprise me at all that he has the mental fortitude to foresee maneuvers and such.
Yeah.
But he's flying against Mick, I think, this round. So I'm intrigued as to how.
For another Wookiee list.
Yeah, intrigued to see how that pans out.
Yeah, be interesting to see if how Michael and Mick do together. I mean, we're not going to get them on stream because it's Wookiees versus Wookiees, which is like yawn. But still, it's like who would win? You know, who'd win between those two? Be interesting to see. But no, anyway, we're going to let you go and have an early lunch.
Yeah,
because you've got half an hour for lunch. You're probably going to pop down to the pub, I imagine, at the stage, or what?
No.
After last night.
No, after last night.
He also hasn't got his drinking buddy in Puttock.
No,
that's true. That's true.
But no, it's feeling a bit tender.
Right,
go sit in a dark room
and we wish you both luck for the rest of your day, and hope that you have some good luck and good fortune.
Excellent. Enjoy your afternoon, folks.
Yep.
You certainly will. Tatari.
Do you want your jumper?
Yes.
Surprised you can keep it off in this room. And back we go with the microphone.
But that was an interesting match. I did enjoy commentating on that one. It was just a shame that the Empire didn't